Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Success English Web. In the previous video, we had discussed about the finite and the non-finite verbs. In this video, we are going to discuss in detail about the kinds of the non-finite verbs and the examples of the non-finite verbs. So let's have a short recap. There are three kinds of non-finite verbs: gerund, participle and infinitive. A gerund is the ing form of a verb, but it will be used as a noun. It is used as a noun. What is a gerund? Gerund is ing form of the verb, but it is not used as a main verb. It is used as a noun. What are the ing form of the verbs? For example, writing, reading, sleeping, eating, driving. These are the ing form. These are the main verb. But when it is used as gerund, it will be used as a noun. Second non-finite verb is participle. What will be a participle? A participle will always be an adjective. Gerund will be noun. Participle will be an adjective. There are three kinds of participle: present participle, past participle, and the third one is perfect participle. Present participle. Present participle will also be ing form of the verb. As gerund is ing form of the verb, present participle will also be ing form of the verb, but it will be used as an adjective. It will not be used as a verb. It will be used in adjective. And remember, with present participle or with past participle, there will always be a noun. Because adjective, what adjective does? Adjective describes the noun or pronoun. So with present participle or past participle, there will always be a noun. Past participle will be third form of the verb. For example, written, driven, played, organized, etc. But it will be an adjective. And with past participle also there will be a noun. And this past participle will describe the noun that will be followed to the past participle. And the third kind of participle is perfect participle. Now, perfect participle will be the mixture of present participle and past participle. Ing form of the verb plus third form of the verb will be used, and that will be perfect participle. We are going to study the examples of all the non-finite verbs. Okay, so let's study in detail about gerund. What can be a gerund? There are three possibilities of a gerund. A gerund can either be subject of the verb, object of the verb, or object of a preposition. These are the three possibilities of a gerund. In the first example, fishing is not permitted here. What is a verb in the sentence? Is. This is a verb. Though the main verb is not present here, main verb is not given here, this is a primary verb. It is considered as a verb when the main verb is not given in any particular sentence. So fishing is not permitted here. The verb is, and fishing is the subject of the verb is. Hence fishing is a gerund. Second example, teaching is a noble profession. In this example also, the verb is has been given. Here also we do not have any main verb, finite verb. This is primary verb. And the subject of the verb is teaching. This is a gerund. It is ing form, but it is used as a noun here. So it will be gerund. Then what can a gerund be? Object of the verb. And what is object? Object is a part of sentence that follows the verb. In short, if we talk about, so object is what? A part of a sentence which follows the verb. Third example, she likes reading. What is the verb in the sentence? Likes. This is the finite verb likes. She likes reading. And what is the object? Reading. So this reading is the object of the verb likes. Hence, this reading is also a gerund. Next example, we love playing. What is the verb in the fourth sentence? Love. And what is the object? Playing. So this gerund is the object of the verb love. We love playing. And the third possibility of a gerund, object of the preposition. That means it will follow the preposition. It will be immediately after the preposition. Let's have a look at the next example. Meena is fond of singing. So what is the preposition in the in the fifth sentence? Meena. Preposition is of. And what is the object of this preposition? Singing. So here in the fifth sentence, singing is a gerund and it is the object of preposition of. And in the last sentence, he is good at speaking. So what is the preposition? At. And what is the object of this preposition? Speaking. He is good at speaking. So these are the three possibilities of a gerund: subject of the verb, object of the verb, and object of the preposition. Now let's proceed for the participle. Let's see the participle. The first example, we saw the rising sun. In this sentence, sun has been described as rising. Rising sun. The noun sun has been described as rising. So in this particular sentence, rising is present participle, which is describing sun. Second example, barking dogs. So dogs are described as barking, ing form of the verb, but in this sentence it is not used as a verb, it is used as an adjective. Barking dogs. How are the dogs described here? Barking dogs. So in the first two examples, we saw the rising sun and barking dogs seldom bite. These two are the examples of present participle. Now let's have two examples of past participle. What is past participle? Past participle will be third form of the verb, which will be used as adjective. Let's have a look at the third example. I fell on the broken glass. So here glass has been described as broken. Now this broken is the third form of the verb, but in this particular sentence it is not used as a verb, it is used as an adjective. I fell on the broken glass. Next example, she lived in a rented house. So here house has been described as rented. So this rented is third form, okay, but here in this sentence it is used as an adjective. She lived in a rented house. First two examples are of present participle. Next two examples are of past participle. Now let's have a look at the examples of perfect participle. Perfect participle is a mixture of present and past. See here, having. Now having is present and finished is past participle, third form of the verb. So this complete set, having finished, will be perfect participle. Having finished his work, he went to play. Similarly, having enjoyed the party. Having enjoyed the party, we returned home. So these are the examples of participle: present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. Now we are going to have a look at the infinitives. The third kind of non-finite verb is infinitive. It is very easy to understand. I want to swim. Now infinitive are the two forms of the verb. That means before the main verb, before the base verb, before the first form of the verb, two will be used. That will be an infinitive. The first sentence, I want to swim. Now see, swim is a verb which is in the first form. Before that to is added. So this complete set will be an infinitive. Second example, his aim is to become a pilot. Now become is the first form of the verb and before that to is added. So this to become will be an infinitive. Third example, to steal is a crime. Steal is a first form of the verb and before it to has been used. So it will be an infinitive. Next example, the teacher asked me to sit. Sit is the first form of the verb and before it to has been used. So this complete set to sit will be an infinitive. And the last example, it is good to read. Now read is the first form of the verb and before that to is used. So to read will be what? To read will be infinitive. There are few examples of infinitives which will be without to. Those infinitives are called as bare infinitive. That we will discuss in the next video or in the videos which will be or in the lessons which will be done by me. I hope the non-finite verbs are very much clear to you. Thank you everyone.